So, JB, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name's JB. I've been running LAN parties in Brisbane now for probably over a decade. So I've been trying to help out the Brisbane LAN community, running esports tournaments and things like that.
What got you into it? Change.
So what got me into it? Basically, I wanted to lose a lot of money real quick, so I figured, helping running esports tournaments is a good way of doing that. So, now, to be honest, love video games. Games are great, and esports is just a great way to get players out of, out of the home and meet up and talk to each other. I think it's awesome.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, what sort of games started you into the whole LAN tournament sort of atmosphere that you like so much? I assume you would have been competitive at one point.
I assume I would be competitive at one point. Counter-Strike, of course. Counter-Strike was one of the biggest PC, well, still is one of the most played PC games out there. And so I started playing Counter-Strike at like 0.beta, 0.6 or something like that, and it was good fun. Of course, back then, I was playing on dial-up internet, and absolutely hated it. Absolutely hated dial-up internet. So that's why I thought it'd be a great idea to make a LAN party. And I've been running Lansmash ever since, pretty much so I could actually beat noobs, or actually get beaten, but call it even.
Call it even. Just bullshit. Well, no, I got back then in 1.6 when I wasn't even happy.
Well, maybe you were like talking to the wrong people or something like that.
I don't know, but I got back then. It sucked. So I switched to source and it worked out.
Okay, yeah. Well, so the latest thing at the moment, of course, is trying to help out with StarCraft.
StarCraft, yeah.
So we've tried. The problem is with StarCraft, as far as LAN's concerned, is that
there is no LAN.
There's no LAN mode.
Yeah,
that's the biggest problem. No LAN support. So,
Fix it.
Yeah.
Fix it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think that LANs have to adapt, and that we have to make sure that it's internet full speed ahead. Now on. So, and of course, that's a problem in Australia because we don't have very good internet. So,
exactly.
Sort of,
you have to be in like Goodna or Dutton Park to get NBN.
NBN, yeah, that's right. So, it's been over a decade now, and we've got the same problems that we used to have, way back then. But anyway, look, I think Blizzard are aware of the problem as far as online gaming goes.
Yeah, because the hardware swarm information's come out, and they've said that they're going to try and tether connections if they've got the same IP, so there's fewer latency issues.
Well, that's what I thought. That was what I originally thought, that this StarCraft was meant to do that. Yeah. So that it's kind of like ad hoc LAN modes. You still need to be online, but you didn't have to go out to the internet and back again. So anyway, we'll see what happens.
Absolutely. What do you see for the future of Brisbane StarCraft?
Brisbane StarCraft events, I think, are going great. It's only bigger and brighter from here on out. There's more and more players coming out from their caves, competing. The
nerd holes.
That's
not seeded.
That's probably not.
It's not the right word, but it's not seeded.
Yes, not seeded.
Like, I can't say basement because we don't have basements here.
No, but but people.
It doesn't exist anymore.
Exactly. But anyway, I think the Brisbane LAN community, if you're watching this and you're in Brisbane or anywhere, not just Brisbane, but at Lansmash we get people all the way from Byron Bay, to Central Queensland come on. So I think for the more major events, we're going to see more and more players. But just for the more regular meetups, I'm hoping to see more people where you just come along, have a game, and talk about it, meet people.
Well, as you can probably see from the footage that will be released here today, after the games, what we've got is people sitting around here just having casual chats about why they died, how they could have died less bad, how they could have done things a little bit better, and I think that's a good reflection on StarCraft and perhaps the esports community in general. They want to help improve each other.
Yeah, it's not like online. You get that type of impression sometimes that people are just playing for themselves, and they're getting on little tight little clicks. But when you meet people in real life, all that just fades away. And realistically, we've got bigger fish to fry overseas, and so we need to work together. So, and I'm hoping to see at the moment. Right now, what's happening is that Melbourne's doing well, Sydney's doing well, Brisbane's going really well. And I'm hoping to see when we start getting the international majors, the national majors happening more, like the ACL pros and things like that we see more people barracking for players from their own states. And we see some interstate rivalry.
Yeah, some state of origin.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's what we're looking at.
Like my background lately is I really get into the fighting game tournaments a lot.
Oh, so Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom.
And I'm really bad at those games, but I just love going to the majors and just losing my voice screaming to see my player, from my state just get smashed. But, go hard or go home.
Go home.
But I'm looking to see more of that. There's going to be more of more live events for StarCraft, I think, coming up. Yeah. And it's only going to get better.
What do you think about sponsorship, especially here in Brisbane?
Look, sponsorship's always difficult because it's chicken and egg problem, isn't it? Because people want to get sponsored because they want to be seen, to be recognised. They need support, of course.
Yeah.
Players like players need, players to be good at anything, they need to be able to dedicate their time to it. And you can't dedicate your time to it and put money on the table, to all the rest of it. So you need sponsorship. But sponsors only want to...
Good players.
Yeah, they only want good players,
and
of course. But, I think we're seeing, a couple of organisations really get behind the players. Frag Labs, of course.
Frag Labs. Check out fraglabs.com. They do awesome rigs, great laptops. We're plugging them because they support us.
Yeah, they support us. They support
Thermaltake.
Thermaltake support us. You're going to see more and more companies like those two supporting, esports, StarCraft, and it's, I think, StarCraft's got the potential to become really big because you get players like me who are terrible at the game but love watching it. So. And that's what you need. You need a whole bunch of people supporting, good players, and I think sponsors will recognise that. So,
definitely a think local, act global kind of approach.
Yeah. No, I think
this is the reverse.
It's the
reverse. It's the think global, act local.
Act local. Though.
Why am I so stupid today?
Maybe because you're a little bit tired. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'll just blame
Just blame it on that. That's what I always do.
Yeah, I know.
But no, look, things are going to get as things progress. They're just going to get more and more. I keep saying that everything's going to get better, but they're going to get better because I see all the people who are really passionate about it. I see players and volunteers who want to make this happen. So. We're going to try everything we can to help these guys out.
So what other events does Lansmash have planned?
Yeah, well, we do try to stick seasonal. So every season we come out with LAN. The next big one's going to be winter, so Winter Smash. Generally that's our biggest LAN event. I think last year we saw around 250 or so players come through the door. It's not as big, of course, as the ones from down south where they get 400 plus sort of LAN parties all the time, but we got to compete with sun and sunshine and Gold Coast and happiness. Down in Melbourne, there's nothing else to do. But,
I know. It's sad and unpredictable.
But Lansmash. Lansmash will be here all the time. It's here to support Brisbane. ACL, of course, is more of the national focus, where it's more serious esports. And I try to help out there where I can, and and that's pretty much the two major events that I stick with.
So if you could plug, and you get the opportunity to plug now, who do you want to thank? Where do you want us to go to check you out, to check out what you do, to see what the Brisbane community is about, and see what ACL and esports is about in Australia?
Well, of course, Lansmash, lansmash.com. Go check it out. There's Facebook group, Twitter, all the rest of it. That's pretty much Brisbane LAN party events, BYOC stuff. Bring your own computer mostly. Check out for StarCraft in Brisbane, the Facebook group for the UQ Facebook group. It's the number one place to if you want to do anything Brisbane related with StarCraft. You've got to get on board with that. Players hook up all the time there, and
not like that, but we talk to each other. Don't do that. There's not that many girls in the UQSS, so if you're looking for love, probably not a good place. You might want to start with RSVP or
Match.com or something like that.
Is that the other one?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, there's
Oasis Active.
I think it's
Oasis Active.
Red Hot Pie or something like that.
Let's not plug these guys. They're useless.
Yeah. Anyway, that's not more. Anyway, so yeah, so go check out the hook up the Facebook group. I know a lot of people don't like Facebook, and that's fine, but just sign up just for that. It's really cool. And of course, ACL is really the national leg of it.
League for Australia.
Yeah, and you know, I think it's got a national presence, and we're seeing them, you know, in every state. So you know, I think that's the future for StarCraft for there in Australia at least. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, I'll give a lot of shout outs to all my support team, all my volunteers, a couple of people here today. I'll give a shout outs to the UQ camera crew people for coming along and you know, filming this. It makes it look really, really good. I'm looking really forward to seeing these videos. So shout outs to you guys.
I'm sure their editing skills are just as good.
It's going to be massive. Yeah, it's going to be great.
Well, this has been JB. Lansmash. Remember to check it out. We'll see you guys in winter.
Yeah.
Probably before then in another minor land. But definitely look forward to seeing you again. It's always a pleasure to chill. I'm Forever Soulless, and this has been a Forever Interview.
Ready?
Sign out.